Hello everybody and welcome back to another action figure review. This time we're going to take a look at another Mythiclegions figure. Today we'll take a look at Purrrplor here, which is one of the bad guys. You can check out his faction here on the side. You can also read about the character on the other side. And as usual, a read up on the back of the box as well. If you haven't seen any of my previous Mythiclegions reviews, go check them out. One of the things I usually mention is that you can open up the box without damaging any of, well, the plastic or anything. So I'm going to do that now and get Purrrplor out of the packaging. And here we have Purrrplor right out of the box. And he looks very purple and nice. He is my figure number 4 from the Wasteland wave of Mythiclegions figures. He is also a figure inspired by a character from Masters of the Universe, as Kronnaw also is from the same wave. And in this case, Purrrplor is inspired by Panthor, which is Skeletor's ride, or his Panthor that he uses to battle with He-Man and Battle Cat. Well, now let's take a look at the accessories that Purrrplor comes with. Here we have all the stuff that Purrrplor comes with, which is again a very nice selection of weapons and armor that you can use on this figure or other figures from Mythiclegions. Well, first of all, we have the weapons. A sword here with some kind of inscription on the blade. We have an elven type shield with green kind of jewels on it. And then we have a vicious looking knife with great details. When it comes to armor, we have 2 identical shoulder armor pieces. Nice paint and details. And we have the belt or strap to use for the weapons or the shield. And then we have the 2 accessories to really create a cat-like look on the figure. We have a tail and this neck piece. And finally, one of the things that I am really happy is an orc head. So you can make an orc instead of this cat-like beast. Let's try some of these things on the figure. Now let's begin by creating the complete cat-like look. Put the neck piece on first and then the head. And then we can put the tail right here where it's supposed to be. And then we have the complete cat Purrrplor figure. And of course you can also add the armor and the weapons. Now if you don't like this particular look for the figure, it's a cool looking figure, well then you can do something else. Remove all these bits and pieces and maybe create a heavy armored looking orc, purple orc instead. As usual, you can pack shoulder armor into the back of the figure and you can go with the look of one shoulder piece, or you can go all out and put both pieces on the figure so he is heavily armored. All the armor pieces here, they suit the figure very, very well, and then they are all in the same vibrant color here. And then of course we can arm the figure with the weapons. As usual, there are no extra hands, but you have 2 holding hands, so maybe a sword in one hand or the shield in the other. I don't know, you can do whatever you want here. As usual, the shield has a handle on the inside that you can remove if you want, or just leave it there. So here we have the orc look for Purrrplor, and I think I prefer this look actually. But again, that's totally up to you. Now if we move in a little closer here to Purrrplor, I think we have a very nice paint job, and again the details, especially on the armor here, is very, very good. I find these figures very cool looking, and the aspect that you can switch the armor pieces and weapons with other figures, create your own unique figure, and in this figure alone you get two entirely different looks. It's just very, very cool. But overall, again, the details and the paint job is very good on the Mythiclegions figures, and Purrrplor here is no exception. A quick size comparison here. We have Purrrplor next to Kronnaw, another of the Masters of the Universe inspired figures from Mythiclegions, and they are, of course, the same size, mold, everything, and they can switch whatever armor pieces and weapons you like. Then we have a size comparison next to an articulated Icons Ninja. They are supposed to be in the same scale, but again, the Orc, the Mythiclegions figure, is slightly taller and more bulky. And then we have a size comparison next to a 7-inch figure, in this case a figure from Planet of the Apes, and the 7-inch figure is larger. Well, that was just a few size comparisons. Now let's check out the articulation of Purrrplor. Let's keep the armor on here, even though it hinders the articulation a little bit, but you get a nice head movement. Turn here at the body. You can raise the arms all the way, especially if you move the armor on the shoulders. Hand articulation. You can do the splits. You can kick forward very much, backwards very good. Only single jointed elbows and knees, as usual with these figures, but the very important ankle rocker is here. So, once again, my impression is that you get a functional articulation, but they're still slightly limited, especially here and here. Well, for now, I'm going to leave you with my opinion about Purrrplor, and then I'll conclude this review. So let's conclude this review. Purrrplor is another great figure in the Mythiclegions line, and he is maybe not my favorite figure from the Wasteland wave, but he is still very much worth checking out. Especially because you can buy two and get two very, very different figures. A cat-like beast and a purple orc. And of course, use the weapons that you find the best for the figures. So, thanks a lot for watching this review. Leave a comment and subscribe if you'd like to see more.